Hi everyone, Scar the Scottman. We're here to do a driving video today. We're going to be heading north on Southfield Road in its entirety today, from where it begins at Jefferson Avenue here in Ecorse and head all the way up to 15 Mile Road or Maple Road up in Birmingham, Michigan. And this will also include the entire Southfield Freeway as we get over in that direction several miles from now. But I previously have done a video on like the Southfield Freeway going north, but I figured do an updated video, but also include the rest of Southfield Road too, not just the freeway, but the road portions, like south of the freeway and then north of the freeway. Yeah, it is a gorgeous day out today. It's perfectly sunny out, and it's very warm too, for like it's almost the end of September, and it is hot. Well, kind of. It's like 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert that to Celsius, around 26 degrees. So yeah, we're seeing abnormally high temperatures, but right now, and pretty much will stay that way all the way till the very beginning of October. Then we see a cool down starting October 1st. So conveniently timed, I would say. So yep, Ecorse is one of the downriver communities here south of Detroit, or southwest of Detroit, and we got a big slowdown up ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get around this. So anyway, so yeah, we're in one of the downriver communities at the moment, which of course has cities like Ecorse, Lincoln Park, Allen Park, Melvindale, River Rouge, and of course even further south going down to like Wyandotte, Southgate, Riverview, Woodhaven, Trenton, Flat Rock, like Gibraltar, like all of those communities. And it can even consider, even though they're a little bit more inland, you could also consider like Romulus and Taylor as a part of downriver. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of traffic out today, and this is not even the busiest part of Southfield Road. So it's pretty cool how Southfield Road comes this far south from the city of Southfield, which of course we'll be in much later in this video. And yeah, we're going to have to stop at this light, unfortunately, here for 4th Street. So yep, this is 4th Street here, M85. Of course, that heads north right into downtown Detroit. It's the big highway going through all the different downriver communities. And yeah, Southfield Road is now a divided highway here. And cross over 4th Street, we're now in Lincoln Park. So it's pretty cool how they have a parking area right in the median here. If I can get over one lane to the right, I will, but there are a lot of cars over there. I say that because people think to go, oh, never mind. People who want to go south on I-75 up ahead, they basically can get off to the right or go to the right. So that's good, so they don't have to cross over the median or anything like that. And looks like there's some traffic backups on southbound 75 right now. There's a lot of slow-moving trucks right now. Thankfully, we're not getting on I-75, so don't have to worry about that. So up here is, yep, I-75. Of course, I-75 north will take you right into Detroit. I-75 south heads further south than the downriver communities. Oh yeah, I can finally get over now. And of course, I-75 continues its way down toward Ohio, down to Toledo. And at I-75, this is where Southfield Road now becomes M39, which I think the video I filmed a long time ago, which I'm basically updating now, was just the M39 portion. So I think I filmed the whole freeway portion plus this stretch here of M39, like from I-75 to I-94. So here, this is where things can get really busy because this is a highly traveled road, and you can definitely tell how crowded the road is right now. But yeah, you can definitely tell how crowded it is because it's like we've only got like a mile and a half or so. I feel like it's been almost 10 minutes since I started the video, but that's including stopping at traffic lights. So crossing over Dix Highway there, which I think going further south eventually turns into like the Dix Toledo Road or something like that. Have a Del Taco over there, and where the Del Taco is, we're now crossing over into Allen Park. In fact, Allen Park is where the Detroit Lions have their practice facility. Yeah, look how crowded it is today. It's like, yeah, very heavy traffic. It's like this is a popular crossing here going from I-75 to I-94. And yeah, this traffic light here, this is Allen Road, and off to the left, that is the downtown business district for Allen Park. And yeah, like, okay, this car needs to make up his mind. There we go. Of course, now I have to stop at this light now. So yeah, see a subway off to the left. There's also looks like a Coney Island. A small little Caribou Coffee off to the right. And yeah, this is pretty cool here. It's like it's a 4-lane road, but 2 lanes go, because of how the bridge is, which looks like it's in big time decay. It's like you got 2 lanes going around like the different pillars. That couldn't think of the word at first. Okay, this light just turned green. Yeah, we're almost to the freeway portion. We'll be able to really pick up the pace here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really strange. They have this turning into a stop sign right now. Well, it's because of the construction they're doing. And people are not abiding by the traffic laws right now. It's like it was flashing red and a whole bunch of cars were not stopping. And that red truck there was practically waiting to turn. Okay, and so here's the exit for I-94, and this is where where Southfield Road and also M39 officially becomes the Southfield Freeway. So now this will be a freeway for a little ways. And of course, you have the interchange for I-94, I-94 East, of course, heads toward Detroit, although I'd say more like the Midtown News Center area, and then eventually up towards St. Clair Shores before concluding up in Port Huron. I-94 West heads out toward Detroit Metro Airport, and of course, heading over to like Kalamazoo, Ann Arbor, Battle Creek, and then eventually to Chicago. And over there, too, there's also an exit for Van Born Road. So along the Southfield Freeway, it's like this is the main freeway portion, and here's the exit for Outer Drive West. So technically, the service drive along the freeway is considered Southfield Road. It basically serves as the service drive for the freeway. And of course, off to the right, you got a very, very busy shopping area, which is like Fairlane Mall. So it's the big shopping area for like Dearborn, Melvindale, Allen Park, Lincoln Park, Dearborn Heights, like this general area. And then you have the exit for Oakwood Boulevard, and this exit, as well as for Rotunda Drive up ahead, to go to the Henry Ford Museum, as well as Greenfield Village. Either exit, but probably better so Rotunda Drive for this upcoming exit. That's where you want to go if you're going to the Henry Ford Museum or Greenfield Village. I haven't been to Greenfield Village in a very long time. I think not since I was a kid. Oops. Oh yeah, because you're getting out of Allen Park now, or now in Dearborn. But the Henry Ford Museum, I remember going to, I think, a year and a half or 2.5 years ago, and it's a really cool museum. They got a lot of cool stuff in there. Even the actual bus, which Rosa Parks sat on in the 1950s, when she was told to, I think, sit in the back or something because of the crazy segregation laws they had back then, and refused to move from her seat and ended up getting arrested because of that, and caused a huge uproar over that. And of course, was a big step in the whole civil rights movement. Of course, going into the 1960s. And they have this exit here, that's for Michigan Avenue or US Highway 12. And off to the right, you might be able to see it off to the right, that is the world headquarters building for the Ford Motor Company. And then off to the left, that's a former hotel, which that closed down years ago, but the building is still up. Not sure what they're planning to do with it, though. And as a matter of fact, you have that world headquarters building for Ford. They're planning to replace that too. Like they're going to be building a new headquarters building. I thought I heard to the southwest part of the US 12 M39 Southfield Freeway interchange, and then they're eventually going to tear down that headquarters, the current headquarters building. Which, yeah, that'd be interesting because, yeah, when my late grandfather was alive, like, he retired from Ford in, like, the mid to late 1980s, and, of course, he would have gone to that headquarters building many times. And this exit here is for Ford Road, or M153. And it kind of serves as, like, a 0-mile road in terms of the mile roads, because it is basically due west of Campus Martius Park in downtown Detroit. And you got another shopping area off to the right too, along Ford Road. And then further west on Ford Road too, about another mile, getting close to Evergreen Road, there's even like what I believe is the largest mosque in the, or not in the United States, but in Michigan. And we are now entering the Detroit city limits. So we're now in the west side of Detroit. Yeah, a lot of hotels off to the right, like Holiday Inn Express, Spring Hill Suites. Those gotta be for people staying, of course, for Ford. And if this exit's for Warren Avenue, of course, Warren Avenue going east will take you right into the heart of Detroit's Midtown, over where Wayne State University is and just south of where the Detroit Institute of Arts is when you get over into Midtown. Yeah, the Southfield Freeway can get pretty congested too. And if there's any road work going on this, good luck getting through here, because it can be a little bit intense with a lot of backups. Thankfully, there's not really any road construction going on today, so we should have smooth sailing on the freeway. And here we have the exit for Joy Road. little slowing up ahead. Nothing major, but I'll get back in the middle lane. And yeah, when it comes to the temperatures, it's warmed up quite a bit since I left like the downriver area. I'd say that the Detroit River is definitely cooling things down a little bit, because now my car thermometer is reading 82 degrees Fahrenheit, or like close to 28 degrees Celsius. So it's definitely getting hotter as we go inland, more inland. And then right here we have the exit for Plymouth Road and Schoolcraft Avenue. But after this exit here, we have the interchange coming up with I-96. So you have a pretty big stack interchange here for the Southfield Freeway and I-96. I-96 East, of course, will head over toward downtown Detroit. And you can also use that to get over toward the exit for like the Ambassador Bridge to go over to Canada. And then I-96 West heads out toward like Livonia, and then it makes its way northwest toward like the northwest suburbs like Novi, Farmington Hills, and eventually out toward Brighton and Hull before heading out toward Lansing, Grand Rapids, and then the Muskegon area on the west side of the state. And yeah, so yeah, that's Schoolcraft Avenue right there. So it's like you have the exit further back for Schoolcraft just because of the interchange with I-96. And it's pretty cool that with the Southfield Freeway, like not except for where you're by any exits, like we're pretty much at street level here. You can even see the homes right off like the service drive here. But then when you get to like different like overpasses or like underpasses, whatever you like to call it, and then of course the big exits, the freeway dips down so that way the main roads can stay like street level crossing over the freeway. And this exit here, this is for Fenkel Avenue or 5 Mile, and you also have Grand River Avenue or M5. Which, of course, Grand River going southeast heads right back into downtown Detroit. Grand River northwest heads out to the northwest suburbs. And, of course, M5 heads out toward, like, Farmington Hills, and then eventually up toward, like, Novi and then Commerce Township. It's like you only imagine if there was no freeway here. This was all kind of like how Southfield Road was like in Allen Park and Lincoln Park, where it was just a divided highway with a bunch of intersections. Like, traffic would be unbearable on this road. Because it is a nice way to go from Dearborn and like the Allen Park area to go all the way up to like Southfield, Farmington Hills, or even head up to like Beverly Hills and Birmingham. Oh, here's Outer Drive here, and then I forgot to mention the exit back there is for McNichols or 6 Mile. And then coming up here is the exit for 7 Mile. So yeah, we definitely make a lot of progress on the freeway portion when there's good traffic and no like crashes or no road construction projects or anything like that. Okay, yeah, they're warning about not ramp closure for 8 Mile up ahead, but for like 696 East because of the major construction they're doing up there. Because right now, eastbound 696 from the Lodge Freeway all the way to I-75 is closed until like fall 2026. So people are having to use 8 Mile as a detour. And this exit here is for 8 Mile or M102, which of course serves as the county line between Wayne County, where we are now, and Oakland County on the other side. So crossing over 8 Mile here, we're entering Oakland County and we're entering the city of Southfield. And we're getting to the final stretches of the freeway portion of this video. So in the left lane, that is to go north on M10 or the Lodge Freeway, which is a connector to get over to westbound 696. And yeah, there is no exit for the Lodge Freeway going south, going back into Detroit. You pretty much have to cut over via 8 Mile and go like 1 mile to the east. So anyway, yeah, the Lodge Freeway is a nice way to get over to 696 West, to get over like to Farmington Hills, and you can also get over the Novi that way too. And that is the end of the Southfield Freeway and also the end of M39. So the rest of the way, this is just Southfield Road. In fact, there are no more boulevards either. So this is all just a normal road now. Although between the Lodge Freeway and 696, this is a very heavily traveled road because a lot of people use this to get over to 696 under normal conditions. So yeah, this can back up quite a bit during like rush hour. It's like, yeah, this is wide road here. It's like you got 3 lanes on each side, plus a center turn lane to accommodate the heavy traffic that goes along this road. So we're approaching the traffic light now for 10 Mile. So we have like another 5 more miles to go. Yeah, the traffic is very heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and get over because this right lane does not end for like another mile. So yeah, the speed limit is 45 on this, and they're definitely not traveling 45 miles per hour, like not even close. But I do need to get back over, and it's like that car decided to make my... Never mind, he wanted to get over here too, so we'll go ahead and switch places. And then crossing over Lincoln Drive here, we are now entering the city of Lathrup Village, which Lathrup Village is completely surrounded by Southfield. And coming up ahead, we have the traffic light for 11 Mile. And this is also where 696 is, too. It's like, even though 696 East is closed, 11 Mile is open. So a lot of people, I think, are using that, too, as a detour. So yeah, this traffic light can be very busy on both sides of the road too, like even coming from the north. So up there is 11 Mile, and of course we're going right over 696. Like the eastbound lanes are closed, but the westbound lanes are open. And yeah, there's a lot of activity along Southfield Road, heading even further north too, like for the next couple miles. So this stretch of Southfield Road can get really busy too. And yeah, there's the city office or the city hall for Lathrup Village. There's a Panera Bread off to the left there. Okay, and yeah, we should be getting back into the Southfield city limits momentarily too. I didn't realize it came up this far north, like close to a 12 mile. Yeah, it's like this is a very busy road. So it appears the light for 12 mile, and crossing over 12 mile, we should now be back in Southfield again. Yeah, a bunch of different businesses off to the left, like Sherwin-Williams. There's Applebee's. I saw Jimmy John's. Or self-storage off to the right. That was public storage, but it's kind of like the same thing. Be all kinds of different stores along here. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Big Boy. There's Home Depot on the left side. On the right side, there's Burlington. There's also Planet Fitness. And there's even a Culver's off to the right. Also a T-Mobile store, Jet's Pizza. Looks like a barbecue place, Starbucks. Left side, there's a McDonald's. Another storage center, a car wash, there's a Target. I might as well stop here. Got Bell Tire up here, Burger King, Harbor Freight, O'Reilly Auto Parts, CVS Pharmacy, bunch of gas stations, a CVS Pharmacy. And here's 13 Mile Road. See a TJ Maxx over there, Hallmark, Market Fresh, Ace Hardware. Crossing over 13 Mile Road, we're now in Beverly Hills. So we're out of Southfield, now in Beverly Hills. Just passed up a Taco Bell there. Yeah, traffic is getting a little bit lighter, but still, with the traffic lights, there's still a lot of them over here. So this is Beverly Road. This is basically 13.5 mile road. So yeah, I would say now we're getting more into like residential areas, because we're not seeing all the major businesses like we were back the other way. And in fact, here, this is 14 Mile Road. Although the funny thing is 14 Mile Road kind of ends here for a mile and picks back up a mile to the west of here. And of course, I need to stop at another traffic light. And crossing over 14 Mile Road, we are now in Birmingham. And in Birmingham, Southfield Road just becomes a 2-lane highway. And yeah, traffic is still pretty heavy. It's like, because you have a whole bunch of people going into Birmingham. Yeah, people are going way under the speed limit right now. It is dipping down to 25 though. And okay, this car is about to make a turn, so that's part of the reason too. But yeah, this looks quite pretty with all the trees over in here. Because yeah, we're starting to get in the fall right now, so the leaves are slowly starting to turn. It's like they're just beginning here. So in a few weeks, it's gonna look just gorgeous. And this is another Lincoln Drive or Lincoln Street. This time it's like 14.5 mile road. And yeah, Southfield Road only goes like for about another half mile to the north. And where this road ends at Maple Road, that is basically the western end of downtown Birmingham. So this is a nice way to go right into downtown Birmingham. And in fact, starting here at Brown Street, which is this traffic light here, going all the way to Maple Road, like any road off to the right will go right into like downtown Birmingham. All right, so we have driven the entirety of Southfield Road from where it begins at Jefferson Avenue in Ecorse all the way to where it ends here at Maple Road in Birmingham, also including all the Southfield Freeway. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that we don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out.